Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today for dessert we're having sweet potato pie, and I wanted to show y'all how I do them. I rather bake mine than ball it, so I think it just tastes better. So what I have here is 2 larger sweet potatoes, and I have 1 smaller one. I'm doing 2 deep dish sweet potato pies. So what I washed them already and dried them off. So what I like to do in the beginning, I preheated my oven already, and I'm going to take them, and I just take my sweet potatoes and I just wrap them up in foil just like this, and I put it into my little skillet. Now, sweet potato pies around here, we eat it anytime. We don't just eat them around Thanksgiving or Christmas. Whenever we have a taste for one, that's when we do it. So, and that's number 2. So I have 3 all together to do the 2 deep dish sweet potato pies. The oven is preheated on 400 degrees, where it's gonna usually takes about 45 minutes to an hour to get them tender. So this is just the first step. Let me see, all 3 of them fit. Just like that, and I'm gonna put them in a 425 degree oven for, like I said, 45 minutes to 1 hour. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, now that it's been about 45 minutes, our sweet potatoes are tender. So what I'm going to do before we mix up the filling is I'm going to take the pie crust and I'm going to put them in the oven to pre-bake them. So what I do is get a fork and I just put little holes all over it so it won't bubble up. Just like this all over. And I have 2 pie crusts. Sit it down and just poke little holes in it like this. Now everybody have their own little way of doing sweet potato pies. It's just my way, so if you choose to make your crust, then you can do that too. Alright, that's 1. Now we're going to put some holes in this one. Now the next step you don't want to miss, because the next step is my easy way to take out those strings, you know, and the sweet potatoes. The worst thing is eat a piece of sweet potato pie and feel something like hair in your mouth. So I'm going to show y'all how I take them out. So I think that's enough. I have my oven preheated. Now it's on 350. And I'm going to put this pie crust in there for probably about 8 minutes. So into the oven they go. And I'm going to set my timer on 8 minutes. Alright, our timer is set. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is cut into these sweet potatoes. And remove the skin. And get them into my bowl. They're still super hot. As you can see, it's still smoking. Ooh, baby, that thing's hot. I'm going to just go and open all of them first. And I could eat them just like this, y'all. I love sweet potatoes. I could just cut them open, put some butter on it, and just eat them just like that. So then I'm going to take a second and get my tongs. And I'm going to pick up my sweet potato. I like to cut the little dark marks off. I get in the bowl first. And just pull up these little dark marks. Let me know in the comments how y'all get y'all strings out, or do y'all just leave them in there? Let me know. Happy Sunday, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I was making sweet potato pie, so I said, okay, I'm going to do a video and just show how I get those strings out. Right, now the last one. And they're easy to peel when you bake them whole like that. Put a little foil on them. The skin just comes right off. Alright, now here we go. I just see a few little dark marks that I'm taking off. What's on y'all menu today? We're having steaks tonight. Alright, so to get in it, I take my hand mixer and I just start to blend. I also have on the side of me is a bowl of plain water right here. And I'm going to show y'all what I do with it. I'm just going to mix and mix and mix. Then I stop and you see the little string sticking out? This is how I remove my string. So I take it from here and I go directly to the bowl to get rid of those strings. And I go backwards and forwards until I have zero, well, I ain't gonna say zero, until I see no strings. And I go like this. That's an easy way, y'all, to get them out. You see, they just sticking up. And again, I just dip and I just go backwards and forward. Very easy. Now you may not get all of them out, but I never feel them in mine when I do this. I like my filling to be very smooth. And just pick up those little strings. See, they're all around. And I do this before I add my filling in. Uh-oh. I lost one. Uh-oh. What I'm going to do is just one because I'm not going to take it out. Still seeing a few, not as many. Uh-oh. Oh, some of my bag, my filling fell. Then you just take your time and they're going to come in clumps and come off in clumps. Now I'm going to do it a few more times. See, look y'all. They attach to the bottom and you get those strings out. And you still seeing them. I'm going to do it a couple of more times and then that's going to be it. Because I'm starting to see less and less. You see those strings there? Alright. And you have to take your time. You can't rush, so your pie gonna come out so much better. Just one extra step. See? Now see? It's still attaching to it. So this water method really helps. Less than few. Okay. Alright. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to sit this bowl and pour this water out. Okay, now I'm going to start. What's wrong? Okay, now I'm going to start mixing in my ingredients. Okay, so the first thing I do is I add some vanilla extract. And I just eyeball it. I add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to add my cinnamon. Again, about a, I don't know, I just eyeball it, y'all. So I add some and then I taste it. Then let me know my 8 minutes is up to get my pie crust out. And that's the first one coming out. Looking pretty. And the second one coming out. 8 minutes is all you need. Okay, now back to our filling. Now we done added our vanilla extract and our cinnamon. You can add nutmeg to it if you want to, but I don't like nutmeg, so I'm not going to add none. I'm going to add a cup of granulated sugar. I'm also going to add 1 stick of unsalted butter. And I'm going to add a little evaporated milk to it. Not much, just a little. And then I'm going to get to mixing this up. I have a couple of more ingredients that I'm going to add. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Now everybody don't add flour, but I do. It was the way my grandmother did it, so I add it also. I don't know why I'm going to have to get rid of this. And just mix that in and incorporate it so you don't see no more flour. Scraping down the sides. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a little brown sugar. Again, I'm eyeballing the brown sugar to probably about a half of a cup of brown sugar. I'm trying to see if I could get this other side on that keeps coming off. Give me 1 second.
Turn it and it locks in.
Well, it must be stripped because it's not locking in.
That's it.
I'm not about to walk over there with it because it's... So after this, I'm going to taste it before I add my eggs in. just mixing it up so everything is incorporated. Now I'm going to taste it and see if it's enough sugar, if it's sweet enough for me. I like to taste it before I add the eggs. That's perfect though. It don't need no other sweetener in it. No brown sugar, no granulated sugar. So the next thing I'm going to do is crack 2 eggs. Just like this. And add them in. Press the timer off that oven. Just press timer off. And I'm just mixing it up real good, y'all. Until it's nice and smooth. Take a few minutes, but that's okay. Alright. Now sweet potato everywhere. And 1 second, y'all, because now we're about to fill our pie crust up. Now I'm going to take them over here. So we have 1 and 2. Okay, so what I'm about to do now is start filling the pie up, the crust up. This is a deep dish. Just like that, y'all. 1 goes so quick, so I had to do 2. And you just smoothing out the top a little. It ain't gonna be perfect, but hey. So that's 1. Let me push that forward and bring this second one. Number 2. And a little more. Basically just kind of wiggle it. And when I usually bake it on 350, my crust don't get too dark. But if you notice your crust starting to get too dark, you just take some aluminum foil and just go around the rim of it and, you know, wrap it up. Now these are ready for the oven. Alright, we're going to get them in 350 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour. And I'll come back and show y'all the finished results. Okay everybody, our 2 pies are ready. We got thing 1 and thing 2. So it's been cooled off for about 45 minutes now, and I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece for y'all because I want a piece. Still feels semi-warm, and I always break my crust, so let's see, it still look like it's about to break. Still semi-warm. I want my little extra piece. I'm gonna taste it for y'all. Still warm. So good. The right amount of sweetness. That is delicious. They're laughing at me, but it's so good, y'all. I mean, it's perfect. Thank y'all for watching my video. Make sure you leave me a comment and check it out, y'all. Perfect cut. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all later. I'm about to get down on this pie.